It was a clean escape until...
No. Bust.
Oh,
Oh, no. Oh.
Oh.
What was that?
what was that? His nose?
I hope it was his nose.
Extreme sauna drama, total model mayhem, and whatever you do, don't pull it out. Today, we're back at it, breaking down all these shocking medical scenes and unlucky ways people supposedly kick the bucket in 1,000 Ways to Die. Here to help me react today is my beautiful wife, Jen.
Yep, I used to be an actress on this show, and prepare yourselves, it's gonna get crazy.
Oh man, let's dive right in.
It might not be the biggest contest in Seattle, but it's the hottest.
Whoever can stay in the sauna the longest is the winner.
This is a bad idea.
How long would you stay in a sauna like this? What's the max you should stay in?
Anywhere between 5 to 20 minutes. Mostly depends on your hydration status as well as the temperature of the sauna.
Maybe how
So-
used to it you are as well.
Right, so the higher the temperature, probably the less amount of time that you need to be in there.
Any co-ed who wanted to get into a sorority had to bake their booty in a sauna until it blistered.
Oh my gosh.
Not a good idea.
There's something to be said about saunas just being very good for your health. The heat shock proteins. You definitely don't want to do it in excess.
If you start doing a sauna practice, have a discussion with your doctor, healthcare provider.
Healthcare provider!
Especially if you have heart issues or lung issues, because it does get a little stuffy in there, it might hurt the lungs.
The winner got to skip Hell Week, which was worse than waterboarding.
Sometimes people like to use sauna to wind down before going to bed, but another healthy way to unwind and get better sleep, Do Not Disturb by our company, Life Happens. Find it at lifehappens.com or on Amazon.
To prepare, she ate nothing but beans and broccoli for a week. Her strategy? Turn the sauna into a gas chamber.
I mean, it's part of my diet for my healthy gut biome.
We cook broccoli in the house, and we'll have people come over like, okay, farty much?
Oh, just the smell of the broccoli.
Just the smell, let
Oh,
alone
yeah.
the heat, the close quarters.
And even, wait, the girl vomited, and now the vomit is going to start to
Okay, wait. What
evaporate.
smells worse, farts or throw up?
Ooh.
Fun.
Liz's weapons of destruction.
That's amazing.
So good.
This writer needs a raise.
As the temperature hit 200 degrees,
Ooh.
it was down to Liz and Maria.
One of these type of saunas, temperatures anywhere between like 170 to 200. You have to be
Fahrenheit.
Fahrenheit. You have to be really careful about the duration of time that you're in. If you're lightheaded or dizzy, you need to get out of there.
She dug down deep and squeezed out the biggest eruption since Mount St. Helens.
How could you do that?
Really interesting. When we do pass away, we do potentially defecate ourselves and let all the gas out because muscles relax.
Maria was powdered toast. But 10 minutes later, she ran back in to confront the human volcano,
I hate you.
and Liz toppled over like a rotten
I
pie.
think she's dead.
Oh.
Wow.
Why did her skin peel off? Third degree burns?
Trying to say burn, so it wouldn't be 3rd degree burns. It would be more like the skin is blistering and it'd be like a 2nd degree burn.
Would she have kicked the bucket?
This is definitely a realistic type of injury, death that you could have.
Kyle, Matt, and Clark were supposed to be working.
Ready to haul some junk?
A lot of guys in their 20s have a misguided sense of immortality.
I don't think you should be throwing propane tanks around like that.
No, I don't think that's a smart idea. You just
I'm
don't know
sure.
the integrity of the canister.
Oh my gosh.
Oh! How unlucky is that?
Oh no. Oh no. Oh no, 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 no. He just got Wolverine.
He got Wolverined into an unlucky area of the body. Depending on where they hit, it's gonna make you pass away really slowly or quickly.
Rolling over the ramp exposed 2 9-inch framing nails.
Oh no.
9-inch nail.
Pretty sure there's a band.
The 9-inch nail.
If it goes into your head and it hits areas relating to midbrain or your brainstem, your immediate structures for life, then yes, quick death. But even then, it wouldn't necessarily have you succumb to the injury that fast.
One of the
That is a
nails
massive nail.
tire with plenty left over to go through Clark's thick skull.
Holy cow. If he's still alive, don't pull it out, right?
Don't pull
So
it
you
out.
figure out a way to cut it from the back end.
Or take him in the tire. Would he have kicked the bucket?
Yes, if hit in the specific area.
The abandoned buildings have created a new kind of criminal, the scavenger.
Yep.
Everything that's not nailed down is hauled off and sold for
Oh,
scrap.
what?
Max was one of the best at stripping houses down to their studs.
I remember like copper was a thing.
Oh yeah, I
Maybe
remember.
still is a thing.
Yeah, it probably is. Copper pipes.
Piece of copper pie.
But scavenging has its share of dangers.
Oh, jeez.
Hey, what are you doing?
Okay, first
Okay,
off,
first
yes,
off.
do not touch wires that are potentially on. As big a jolt as this can send you into cardiac arrest.
Cardiac arrest.
Typically, you will go into abnormal rhythm. You can go into asystole. You can go into VFib. You can be in VTAC. Hopefully, you're in VFib or VTAC if you're in an abnormal rhythm, because
Only 2 are shockable rhythms.
it did work. Yep.
Max lit out with his
Oh,
loot.
Oh,
A cup full of donuts was no match for the fleet-footed thief.
Sorry for all the officers out there. Still a stereotype.
I do love a good donut though. Don't we all love a
Yeah,
good
and you
donut?
can't outrun a donut.
It was a clean escape until
No, bus.
Oh,
Oh no! Oh,
Oh.
what was that?
what was that? His nose?
I hope it was his nose.
Max cashed in
Get back here.
until he wound up in the hole.
Elbow?
Tongue?
What's the matter, Max?
Something else?
Cop got your tongue?
Tongue.
Oh. Immediate thought, he probably may not have kicked the bucket.
That's
He may
not
have
what
just
a tongue looks like. If you do bite off your tongue, which I've seen it before, bleeds like a mofo.
technical term.
He must have fell really far, which then caused his demise.
Enough.
Isabel was a supermodel.
How much more hair and makeup can I take?
Today's photo spread involved having her entire body painted head to toe with latex paint.
What is this look? What are we doing here?
I have had to be painted from head to toe with airbrush, with makeup, then maybe there's a costume, different scenarios.
Got it, like they spray over top.
I feel like one of our first dates, I had been painted red all day. And I had like red in my ears still.
She did. I remember,
you
I
remember
remember
this?
the ears.
Being a supermodel meant Isabel had to maintain the body weight of a starving Somalian. Combination of not eating, the body paint causing her core temperature to rise, and all that coke had Isabel heading for a fall.
Okay. I tell patients all the time, if you're feeling lightheaded, dizzy, starting to get tunnel vision, starting to get tingly, starting to hear a high-pitched noise, sit down. Once you are dead weight, you don't know which direction you're gonna fall, you have no idea what you're gonna fall onto, and that is where we see a lot of the injuries.
And fall she did.
Onto the light?
Onto a lighting post.
Oh, Nelly.
The bone or like around the eye, they're thinner than like your skull bones.
Oh,
Like,
really?
Yeah, they're not as thick and robust.
It entered through her eyeball, and her puny brain offered little resistance.
Definitely an injury that you will pass from. Trauma to the brain.
Trauma to the brain, straight through the eyeball.
These were interesting. I mean, all could happen. The manhole one was a little sketch, but all of these can happen in things that we do see in the emergency department. This is episode number 20, so if you guys want to see more of us reacting to 1,000 Ways to Die, definitely check out this playlist right here. And as always, make sure you subscribe, turn on your bell notifications, and hit that like button. Thank you so much for watching.
And stay healthy, my friends.